Hi everyone, let me run through MyFinanceLab with you really quickly to show you some of the great tips so you can use it to your best advantage. So when you log into MyFinanceLab, you should see something like this. It tells you what is up and coming and when is it due. So your first assignment and first quiz are going to be due at the end of the second week of class. So that's Sunday at midnight. You can't start the assignment at Sunday at 10 p.m. You won't get it completed. So please make a note of that. Also, here's some purchase options if you wanted to buy that binder, the 3-leaf kind of notebook type book. You can click on that there. Also, here's a calendar feature. This is very helpful probably. It tells you when things are due. So your first assignment and quiz are going to be due on the 18th. Look at what happens when we go to the next month. Every Sunday you're going to have something that's due. The very last week of class, your homework is due on Sunday, and then that final quiz and the extra credit quizzes will be due on Friday the 4th. Assignments here, so you can click on do your homework. Tell you what assignments are available and when they're due. So assignment 1, let's go ahead and click on that. Let me show you some of the features here. So it shows you what questions. When you complete a question, you get it right, you'll have a check mark next to it so you know it's done. So here's an example. It's a question. It says use data from the following statement. So you click on that, it'll give you a drop down of information. You may want to print that. It's kind of difficult sometimes to be bouncing around back and forth between the problem and your work. One of the absolute most important things everybody needs to pay attention here is to click on this view an example button. So you get to this problem, you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what they're talking about. Click on this little light bulb and it'll give you an example. It will work the problem. It's an identical problem with different numbers. So hopefully you can figure out where they're getting that information and then you can apply it to your problem. This is by far the best attribute to MyFinanceLab. It will help you solve the problem. So make sure you follow those if you're having trouble. Also, it relates to book batch 210. So maybe you go into your book, you look at the end of chapter 2, and you go through the problems, you find number 10. Number 11 is identical to that. Well, what you can do is you can come here to the study plan, and you can go to chapter 2, see if you can find problem 11. Well, it's not here, but there's a lot of other problems, and you can click on that. And this has another feature. It's called Help Me Solve This. This will help you solve the exact problem that's being presented. So you can also use that to your advantage if you have questions. Don't forget, take a quiz. So your quizzes, you can see, are here. How long you get, how many attempts you have remaining, and then your results. So you'll see your actual grades posted here for your results of those assignments. One other thing about the homework. So you're working your homework and you get stuck. A couple great tools here in Blackboard. Let me show you. For each individual week's tabs, you can click on it. Let's say this happens to be week 4. I have compiled a fair number of videos to help you get through a lot of this information. For example, this particular problem deals with chapter 8, problem 22. Now there's 2 parts. But before you tackle that problem, you may want to review these videos. That would definitely be recommended. Another suggestion, if you get stuck and you have questions, go to the discussion board. I have a forum set up here just for questions. Questions related to the homework. If it's something specific to you, please email me if it only relates to you. If it's something that everyone can benefit from the answer to, like a homework question, please go ahead and post it in there. I'll get an email and I'll reply to you as soon as possible with a response. So please post your questions here in the discussion board. That's by far the very best way to go ahead and ask me questions if you have them about the homework. So as I said, just make sure you check out all the tabs here, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you very much.